Our next founder coming from Calabasas, California. See, we're a global organization. We're all over the place. NuLife Virtual founder and CEO, JD Meints. Let's take the video.
I'm JD Mintz, founder of NuLife Virtual, a community healthcare platform that utilizes the same addictive power of social media to change how we treat addiction. Did you know that 100,000 people died from an overdose in the past 12 months? That's one human life every 5 minutes, and this is what we help solve. Addiction costs the US economy $1 trillion annually, affects 1 in 3 households, is burning out caregivers, and causing a significant rise in drug use among our youth. It's personal, and I almost died because the current treatment model didn't work for me, which is why I opened up treatment centers in 2014, realized what worked and what didn't, and set out to solve the problem. It's because the current treatment model doesn't work, has too much friction, and isn't scalable. People don't know where to turn, care is fragmented and transactional, which is why only 10% get help, leaving 90% to suffer. NuLife is a community healthcare ecosystem that integrates telemedicine with life, social support, and community. This results in higher engagement. Treatment needs to be accessible to everyone and provide the measured outcomes insurance payers need, and we provide that. NuLife makes trusted care frictionless, accessible, and affordable. Anyone can download the app and instantly be engaged with a treatment center, individual practitioner, and peer network. We're built for the patient, but the treatment centers and providers pay for the platform. We add direct and immediate value to every stakeholder by lowering overall costs, allowing providers to serve more people, and generate more revenue by yielding measurable, actionable outcomes to improve results. NuLife helps reach the 90% who aren't getting care by removing friction and increasing connection to care from anywhere when people need it most. The substance use market is growing rapidly. There are 16,000 facilities and 500,000 providers, and they're tapped out, serving 10% of this potential $300 billion market. Our revenue model is a monthly subscription fee scaled based on the number of practitioners and active patients. We had 500,000 revenue in 2021, which allowed us to build, validate, and sell the NuLife platform. We have 8 paying clients on 3 continents and project having 40 by the end of this year with a successful cap raise. By coupling clinical and outcome assessments with AI, we empower existing providers to operate at their best. This empowers patients to control their care, their recovery, and give their support system peace of mind. This is what makes NuLife unique to all of the other platforms focused in the addiction space. Our core leadership team consists of industry professionals, technology expertise, and clinical experts. We have deep connections in the substance abuse vertical and a scalable development team. We're currently seeking $500K to expedite our sales and marketing efforts, to further validate product market fit, and take advantage of some immediate opportunities. I don't want people to know where to turn or who to talk to, and we want to impact millions of lives by making recovery accessible and rewarding, and ask you to join us on our mission. Thank you.
Right on. Fantastic presentation, JD. Let's bring you up and get to it. JD, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing well, Martine. Thanks for having me here.
Well, thank you for joining us. Let's get that camera going. Let's kick it over to our judges. Who wants to go up first? Lucas, you're up.
Can I make a clarification with JD first?
Go for it.
So maybe it can help us to prepare the ground for the questioning. JD, I want to understand, are you a platform and a software as a service for professionals, or are you providing professional services to end users?
Excellent question. We are a platform that enables existing providers and professionals to provide the care.
Okay, because that was quite important for me. So the reason why I wanted to understand that is the composition of your team. You tend to extend your team to professionals. What is the purpose of that if you're just providing a platform for the professionals to use?
Well, our team is comprised of, we do have clinical supervisors or clinical aspects to the team to help ensure that, we're enhancing how people, the best features of the platform. So these professionals provide that feedback. But the bulk of our team is operations, customer success, product management, and sales.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Lucas,
Yeah. Hey, JD. Nice to
Hey,
meet you.
Lucas, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Good. So, I wanted to learn more about the user interface for the patient. How does it, like, how dependent success is on the patient being proactive, like getting help, like through your app or your
So
site?
yeah, no, great. It's a great question. So ultimately, the app is available for anybody to download and use, whether they're engaged with a professional provider or treatment center, or they just want to join in a social capacity community, talk to other people in recovery, for example. But our first phase is actually going to existing treatment centers, clinics, and individual providers and caregivers to digitize their services and scale their services with their existing and past clientele. So to connect them, provide easy access to care, kind of surround them and create a community around them, digitize assessments, collect data, so that they can continue to keep them engaged in care and in community and on the right path.
Thank you.
Oh, let's see. See who's going to be first to unmute, Maria or Sergio? Maria.
Yeah, I am not the shy one here.
Right off the draw.
Quick question about your forecast. If I understood properly, you are planning to, or you are already in different countries, correct?
Correct, Maria.
And how that works from a legal perspective for the medical services, because different countries have different legislations, and how you adapt the app for all this. What's the idea? Everywhere?
Right. Great question. So our focus has been in North America, but we were brought to, so we have two clients, two treatment center clients in South Africa, and we have one in the UK. Now, because we're just a software as a service provider and platform, it is built in our individual clients are responsible for providing the care, being the licensed provider. So they are the ones that handle all of their own regulations in the care that they provide in their clientele. So we just empower and help them digitize and scale what they're already doing with their clientele. And so if you can imagine where we've gone through COVID and some of these, especially where we've seen in South Africa, you have a lot of people that travel from Europe for care. They've been able to maintain connection and treat their clients that maybe have went back home, but they handle that themselves.
But you mentioned to play that you have as well clinical specialists, right? Or not?
We have clinical advisors, right, that help us design functionality and features, assessments, services, and then some other.
But they are not in the operations of the.
They are not in. They don't provide clinical care or operations. Correct.
Okay.
So it's a pure platform and SaaS play at this point.
Hey JD, fantastic idea. I mean,
Hey,
the issue on caregivers. I mean, I have seen many startups trying to solve that. So I think you're approaching on the right way with having the software for enterprise. Why are you not targeting specifically the silver economy? At least in Canada, that's where kind of the demand is huge, because now we have our population on the silver side is like I think it's a majority, and like there's now private resources and the government resources, and it's just a mess, you know. And there's just a tremendous market. So I was just wondering, why haven't you just concentrated as being NuLife for the silver economy?
For the consumer, you mean? Is it? Yeah, it's a great question. We will be going on that trajectory, but first, our strategy is to get a lot of the treatment centers and providers are either independent or small providers. So we want to build a network of providers and clinical experts providing building and scalable their own businesses on our platform, connecting them, and then expanding that to attract consumers and leading them into the correct provider based on their needs, perhaps their geography, or based on how the providers performance has been by utilizing our assessments and feedback modules so that we can more appropriately make those matches. So it's an iterative process. So that's our roadmap.
Okay. If you ever are ready to target the silver economy, there are specific investors for that category. And you can tap, for example, in Canada, there's an organization called Age Well. Man, you're going to receive $1 million of grants just to beta test that. So, I mean, the market is huge. Don't underestimate it.
Interesting, Sergio. Thank you for that information.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you, JD. Again, there's some
Thank
people
you.
resonating in the chat with what your mission's all about. So I hope you get a chance to meet them, and I hope you get all in the audience get a chance to meet JD when we head into the networking lounge. So thank you, JD, one more time.